As we edge closer to the European Championships, the question on everybody's lips is, can Denmark win Euro 2020? In this video, we're going to see just how far they can go in this summer's spectacular. Right, folks, back once again with another video. Today, it's all about Euro 2020 as we take a look at a nation's hopes of the tournament this summer. We'll see just how far they get, of course, in my eyes, when the tournament kicks off in June. We'll talk about that in a minute. Of course, a big shout out to the VIPs, the patrons behind the scenes. Thank you for your continued support. I do appreciate that, guys. And of course, if you want to join yourselves, check out the links down below, patreon.com/. But today, it's all about Denmark. That's right, boys and girls, and hopefully by the end of this video we'll be able to answer two simple questions. Can the Danes win Euro 2020? Can they win the European Championships again? Or, of course, will they win Euro 2020 this coming summer? Of course, the Danes, they are here. They made it, of course, by finishing as runners-up to the Swiss out in Group D. That's right, in the old qualifying campaign. But they made it without losing a simple game. When I say a simple game, without losing a game. They made it here, of course. The Swiss ousted them by just 1 point. But does that reflect the Danes' ranking in this tournament? Do they come into this in a worse state than Switzerland? Probably not. Of course, the Danes are ever present in the major tournaments these days, and we'll take a look at that in just a second. Of course, they did finish like as runners-up. They've sealed the bloody deal on the 18th of November 2019, and this will be, like I said, their 9th championship, 9th Euros. In a row. Of course, they've been at the previous 8, well, in 8 before, back in 1964, 84, 88, 92, 96, 2000, 2004, bit of a break, 2012. They were not, though, in 2016, I'll give you that. I'll give you bloody that. But, of course, I remember 1992. I am that old that we're going to be, over these next few videos, these series of videos of looking at every nation, we're going to be comparing a lot of nations to Denmark in 1992. Of course, they came in as a backup. Yugoslavia, the nation, was crumbling. It had to be had to withdraw from the tournament itself. The Danes came in, lastminute.com replacement, and guess what? They went on and won the bloody thing. They technically didn't even qualify for it, but they won it. Goodness gracious me. And it was a good occasion, a good era for the Danes, of course. Schmeichel between the sticks. They had the Laudrups. Yeah, who else did they have back in the day? Jensens. I don't know. A whole host of players, of course. And yeah, tremendous era for the Danes. And again, they are legends over in Denmark. But can they do it again? Can they repeat the odds? To be fair, we'll take a look at their chances in a minute. Of course, their best ever was, of course, 1992. Their manager these days, of course, Kasper Højlund, of course, pulling the strings for the Danes. With their captain Simon Kjaer. Of course, they're currently ranked 12th in the world. Were once ranked as high as 3rd, and that was not long after the old Euros as well. The best player, debatable again, is Christian Eriksen, but that's not it. They're not just a one-man band, boys and girls. They've got other key players up and down the spectrum. We've got Pierre-Emil Højbjerg as well, defensive midfielder, and I've also got a couple of good centre backs as well with Vestergaard and Christensen as well, Yusuf Poulsen as well, alongside Kasper Dolberg. So they've got a young, decent, aged team. Eriksen's only 29. The best years are still probably ahead of him. Of course, you're going to take these bunch of boys as well with you to Qatar, should you get there as well. So it's a band of men that should stick together, should build together, and a lot of them are still familiar from me for the time back in the World Cup in Russia. So, and they did okay there. They represented themselves pretty well last time around. Let's take a look at, of course, their record against the other nations then, shall we, of those that qualified and those that sadly missed out. They finished in 15th aboard the merry train there. Of course, no defeats. Not many nations can say that they made through to qualifying without a defeat, but the Danes, of course, they will be in Group B over in the Euros, of course, alongside the Finns, another Scandinavian country there. Belgium, difficult. I think they're ranked number 1. Of course, Russia as well. Of course, the Danes are one of the host nations, and they will have 3 home matches to boost their chances as well. Good chance for them to to boost their opportunity as the Russians. They're also a host nation as well in this group. Does that give it much chances? Again, this is penciled in because we are recording this in March, where at the time of recording there's no change of that. Base camp for the Danes will of course be in the home nation of Denmark. Helsingør is the venue for them. So it gives them the opportunity to start slowly. You know, they don't have to travel too far. They don't have to do much up sticks and moving. They can keep base camp, of course, at the home country and secure the deal of getting through. And this is a difficult group, folks, when you're paired up against the likes of Russia, another fellow host nation, Belgium, number 1 in the world, the tricky little Finns. You just don't know what you're going to get with those guys as well. Let's take a look at their encounters along the way. Of course, opening up with against the Finns in Denmark, of course. Then they'll take on Belgium in their middle of the road match, and then they'll wrap it up against Russia on the 21st of June. That's right. The key game, though, for the Danes is beating their fellow Scandinavians, Finland. They must win that game. Win that game, day 1, 3 points on the board. And you know what? They'll have a bit of belief that, you know what, we're already at least one tippy-toe into the next round. Of course, top 2 qualify automatically. Third place is a bit of a risky gamble. But you get, I think, 5 points is enough. In my predictions, to go through to the knockout stages. I think a win for the Danes against the Finns will give them a good chance. Take a point or 2 or more in those last 2 games, and you have yourselves a chance to go through to the deep in the old later stages. Of course, let's take a look at, of course, the odds to qualify. 5-1 on, of course. That's pretty decent odds, healthy odds. That's with bookies odds, of course. The bookies odds to win the pissing thing, 50-1, of course. Considerable long shots. But what about me? What do I think about the Danes? Do I think they've got a realistic chance? Of course, the memories of 1992 are, you know, they're fading in my eyes a little bit, but of course they're still prominent because it is a fairy tale kind of deal, you know what I mean? It's a fairy tale kind of thing. You get your lastminute.com replacement, come in and win the whole thing. That shit doesn't happen these days. But can they do it? To be fair, they've got a difficult group. They have a good start though. They've got a chance to have a little bit of a hiccup in the group stages. They've got the home advantage if the fans are allowed in the stands, so a chance. But realistically, can I say that they can win it? You never say never. You know, they can actually win it. But will they? Will they win it? No. No, they will not win it. No, they will not. What do I think about the Danes, though? What do I really deep down, if I had to put my money on the mouth, where do I think the Danes will finish? I think they will make it through to the next stages, of course. The Finns are the weak link in this group. Beat the Finns, and of course, you beat the Finns, and I think you've already one toe into the next round. You just got to hope that somewhere else in the other groups there is a weaker third place nation. I think you got to finish in the top 4 of the third place teams. But I think the Danes have bigger aspirations than that. I think they can finish at least runners up in this group. There you have it, folks. There you bloody have it. If you agree or disagree, let me know your opinions out in the comment section down below. And while you're at it, check out the description. I've got links to my other social media platforms. I'm on Twitter, I'm on Facebook, I'm on Twitch, and I'm even on Patreon if you want to support the channel in another way. Again, we'll be covering the tournament extensively over the summer. Of course, we've got watch-alongs, previews, predictions, of course, all of that stuff, and many, many more. So make sure you, of course, smash your subscribe. And while you're at it, give the video a big old fat thumbs up. Again, I'll see you all very soon for another one tomorrow. Until then, well, there you have it, folks. There you bloody have it. Of course, we'll have exclusive coverage for Euro 2020 over on the channel. Of course, we'll have match previews, match reviews, of course, watch-alongs and all kinds of stuff, including predictions as well. No. Well, there you have it, folks. There you bloody have it. If you agree or disagree, let me know your opinions in the comment section down below. And while you're at it, check out the description. I'm on Twitter, Twitch. Well, there you have it, folks. There you bloody have it. Of course, if you agree or disagree, let me know your opinions out in the comment section down below. And while you're at it, make sure you check out the description. I've got links to my other social media platforms are on there. I'm on Twitter, Facebook, on Twitch as well. And if you want to check me out at Patreon, you can check that out as well. Also, exclusive and extensive coverage of Euro 2020 this summer on the channel. We'll have, of course, previews. We'll have predictions, of course, watch-alongs as well. And, of course, we might even get a reappearance of Cass, the predicting cat, the real cat, not DigiCass. But, of course, lots of stuff on the channel. So make sure you give the video a big old fat thumbs up while you're at it, and of course make sure you smash the subscribe. Until then, I'll see you all very soon for another one. Until then, I'm out.